Welcome back for part 3 of What If the Jedi Temple bombing never happened. Thank you for supporting the first 2 parts of this What If. If you haven't seen those parts, I highly recommend you watch those first before watching this video. The links will be in the description below. In his office, the Dark Lord of the Sith Darth Sidious was in his chair, wondering what to do with his apprentice. There was no doubt that Dooku had betrayed him by taking Offee as his new apprentice, but Sidious still had uses for him. Getting out of his seat, Sidious commands one of his shock troopers to prepare his ship. Setting course for the planet of Sereno, it was time to teach his apprentice a lesson. Arriving on Dooku's home planet, the Count was waiting for Sidious and bowed in reverence. Sidious was in no mood for pleasantries and lifted Dooku up into the air, then pushed him into one of the pillars which lined his castle. Dooku clutched his throat in pain and saw Sidious with his blades ignited. Dooku is forced to ignite his own in defense, and the two duel through the area. Dooku was surprised that he was holding his own, but he quickly realised that his master was toying with him. Summoning several Magna Guards, they jumped down from the rooftop and proved to be a slight distraction for Sidious, and allowed Dooku to slip away into his ship. Sidious did not mind, however, as Dooku had got the message that he could not deceive Sidious. This would not stop Dooku from trying, as he dragged his exhausted self to a secret location where Barriss had detained Fives. Dooku interrogates Fives on what he had discovered on Kamino, but he does not know what happened to Tup's chip, the only clue being that Barriss had fought Ahsoka on her way out of Kamino. The goal was now clear for Dooku: get the chip from Padawan Tano. Dooku had considered eliminating the Togruta, but he knew that Sidious had been observing young Skywalker, and it would not serve Dooku well if Skywalker became Sidious's apprentice. Back in the Jedi Temple, the Council were busy organising a systematic method to get rid of the chips from the clones. After Ahsoka reported the presence of Barriss, taking them back to Kamino was a risk, so they would have to bring the clone troopers in one at a time to the Jedi Temple. With most of the clone troopers on the other worlds, only a small quantity of clones can have their chips removed. Unlike what Nala Se had told Master T, the removal of the chips does not make the clones more aggressive, but they became wayward and not in prime condition for battle. This is soon noticed by Admiral Trench, who reported this to Count Dooku. Dooku tells the Admiral to not be concerned about the erratic behaviour, and to take advantage of their new weaknesses. The Jedi struggled to win any further battles, and the Separatists were gaining traction. Before the Jedi could regroup, Dooku and Grievous made a move for Coruscant, without the approval of Sidious. This was the last straw for the Sith Lord, and he set about eliminating the Separatist Alliance and the Jedi Order in one move. As Grievous enters the airspace of Coruscant with the Invisible Hand, Obi-Wan, Anakin and Ahsoka take a squadron of the most disciplined clone troopers to assist them. Entering Grievous's ship, the cyborg stood in the middle of a whole battalion of droids. Taunting General Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, Grievous ordered the Magna Guards towards Ahsoka. The Magna Guards can only slow her path, as she dismisses them without their electro staffs leaving a single scratch. Swiftly joining to help Obi-Wan and Anakin, they are soon assisted by members of the 212th Battalion and the 501st Legion. Obi-Wan and Anakin try to find Grievous, and it is Anakin who finds him first. Anakin's ability to overpower opponents does not work against the cyborg, as Grievous adapts quickly to Anakin, kicking him into the wall of the hangar. Obi-Wan is next in line to attack Grievous, and Obi-Wan's Form 3 is a perfect counter to the cyborg, and he soon loses 2 of his blades. The job his master had given him to do had become a lot tougher. Retreating behind several blast doors, and back to a conference room, Grievous quickly discusses what to do with Lord Sidious. The Sith Lord is displeased with the lack of progress, and instructs Grievous to capture Skywalker at all costs. With Anakin separated from Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, this was the perfect chance. Creating an explosion within the ship, the Invisible Hand splits into 2, with Anakin and Grievous tumbling on one side, and Obi-Wan and Ahsoka on the other. Anakin is sliding to the rear of the ship, debris clattering against him, and Grievous is able to stun him with an electro staff. On the other side, Obi-Wan and Ahsoka can sense that Anakin was in danger, but with their portion of the ship growing further apart and out of control, Ahsoka is forced to wrestle the ship to the surface of Coruscant, leaving Obi-Wan to contact the Jedi Council on the disappearance of Anakin. Yoda and Mace Windu are in the middle of the battle themselves, but Yoda departs to the Chancellor's office as they had planned. Entering the office, the lights were off, and Yoda could not see the Chancellor anywhere. Then around the room boomed the voice of Sidious, executing Order 66. Yoda was not concerned with Order 66, as the Jedi had done a thorough job in disabling the chips, but what worried him was that it meant Anakin was in the hands of the Sith. Jumping back into action, Yoda is about to leave when half of the invisible hand slides into view. The question for Yoda was, which half was it? That is it for part 3 of What If the Jedi Temple bombing never happened. If you would like to see a part 4 soon, please like this video, turn on your notification bell, and subscribe for more what ifs. And as always, leave a comment on what if you would like to see next, and how I can improve my videos. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.